Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Div 7 finals between the Squid Killers and the Sleeping Seals. This is going to be a fantastic matchup today. I will go ahead and be on the spectator along with Window here. Window, I believe, hosting another stream. Not sure what the link is to that, but you are more than welcome to watch either perspective. Alright, so just gotta make sure that all that's good. Alright, seems like these teams are ready to go. So it has been a very long journey for both of these teams. LUTI is just a bit of a marathon of a tournament, and these teams have fought hard to get to where they are now. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of look at their paths. Sleeping Seals were in Group A. They went 5-0, pretty much kind of stomping right through their group. They did not drop a single game in their entire group. And in the bracket stage, they went ahead and beat Heaven's Moonlight 5-0 in the quarterfinals and Blazing Storm 5-1. And now they're here against the Squid Killers, who their path has definitely made them work really, really hard, but they have earned their spot here. They were in Group C of Division 7, losing in Week 1, 4-5 against No Name Brand, proceeding to go 0-5 against Surfer Turf, 5-4 against BCG, winning 5-1 against CIA, and 5-0 against Hidden Raids at Dawn. And in the bracket stage, Squid Killers winning 5-4 against the Tennis Shrimp Cocktails in quarterfinals and 5-4 against Null. So this team knows what it takes to win a 9-game series. Alright, so taking a look at the compositions here, we do see a Vanilla Jet, the K-Machine, not an Enzyme coming out from the Squid Killers. So definitely a couple of weapons that I think everyone is familiar with here. Meanwhile, on the side of Sleeping Seals, the Blaster, the Rapid Blaster, a little bit of a interesting pick that you don't see a whole lot of, but other than that, their comp staying relatively meta as well. So very quickly here, we are going to see that it is going to end up being a pretty of a scrappy fight. Apologies, needed to fix something there, but it is going to be the Sleeping Seals that are going to try to break their way through this first checkpoint, able to do so. They are one down though, but they are using these specials very effectively to kind of just continue to push on through. Ooh, and that's going to be 2 down on the side of the Sleeping Seals. They did bring that score all the way down to 33 remaining, which is a great position to be in at this stage, and they still have 2 specials online. This team doing a fantastic job of just kind of coordinating specials, making sure that there is always one special online that they can continue to push with. And that splashdown gonna get canceled by the K-Shot. Moving up now is the Sleeping Seals once again. They did, this tower did reset, but they're just continuing to keep this pressure up, which has just caused the Squid Killers to, you know, kind of get a little bit lost, get a little bit frazzled here. Not sure how to handle it. But now they're going to be trying to make a move here on this K-Shot. Unable, both players not able to hit much. Dancing around each other's shots there. But now that's going to be a 2-down situation on the side of the Sleeping Seal. So this finally could be an opportunity for the Squid Kills to get some points on the board almost halfway through this game. But as I say that Nautilus is going to go down, which definitely is going to make him a little bit more timid to try to make a push, make it 2 down now on the side of the Squid Killers. A little bit of sharking here in, you know, trying to get up towards mid, and now they're starting to make that push forward. 1 down on either side. Trying to get this player behind the sponge, able to do so successfully. Ooh. fantastic pick there from Flops. Now, finally, it's going to be the Squid Killers who do have a little bit of an opportunity here to start moving forward. To put some points on the board. This first checkpoint, a really long one, but it's going to be absolutely key to their push. They're going to have to fight through this bomb rush, though. Sorella going to go ahead and hop off the tower and move forward. All missiles pinned on them, though. So the Squid Killers, unfortunately, not going to be able to get through that checkpoint. But Sloshy, unfortunately, going to just fall off the map there. There isn't even any water here to say they went for a swim. They just fell. I guess that would be an OSHA violation there. But now it is the Squid Killers who are once again back on this tower, able to try to going to try to go ahead and break through this checkpoint now, able to get a few more points on the board than they had before, and this should be it for that first checkpoint, able to break through at last, and that's 3 down on the side of the Sleeping Seals. This could be the lead for the Squid Killers, but the Spawns are going to try to make a last-ditch effort to no avail, as now it is the Squid Killers who are in the lead here and continuing to get the picks that they need. Unfortunately, though, they go 2 down themselves, so this might just be the end of the push, but that is all that the Squid Killers needed. So now with 30 seconds to play, Sleeping Seal is going to hop back on this tower. They're going to need to make one really strong push here, but that is going to be delayed to 3 down. The Squid Killers are staggered now, and it's not going to take much for the Sleeping Seals to get the lead. They're going to get it right here. There it is. Lead flipping back in their favor within 30 seconds of the Squid Killers getting the lead themselves. So now they're going to break through this second checkpoint, which is a huge checkpoint to get. But at this stage of the game, it's, you know, getting the checkpoint isn't a big difference at all. It's a matter of just how many points can you get on the board. So now it's going to be the Squid Killers who have to take this tower coast to coast in overtime. They cannot make any mistakes here. They do get 1 down on the side of the Sleeping Seals. It's going to be that Blaster, which is a huge player to actually get down. Now it's going to be the Solids trying to get this Tri-Slosher. Unfortunately, going to lose that battle here. And the Slosher are going to try to get this tower here. They are going to do so successfully. My goodness, what a game 1 between these two teams as the Sleeping Seals go on top here in game number 1. Alright, so, let's see, gotta get this next game set. We are gonna be heading over to Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track. Alright, I'm gonna give both these teams just a minute here to see if there's any substitutions. And at the same time, let's go ahead and bring Vapor on the mic to join me, because commentating is fun, commentating with a partner is even better. So, let's go ahead and welcome Vapor. Vapor, how are you doing?
Hello.
Let me go ahead and adjust your volume here. Alright, cool. I believe you should be able to be heard now.
Yeah. Hopefully.
So Twitch chat could go ahead and let me know if there's any issues on that end. But we're gonna go ahead and get this next match underway. Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track. Vapor, what is the key to this one here?
Key to Rainmaker Humpback Pump Track. Be aggressive. Sooner you get onto that plat area and basically right under that pedestal or ledge for your opponent's spawn, then you can basically just knock it out right there. 1 wipe is key to victory, especially in Rainmaker in general.
Yeah, and really for Rainmaker Humpback, there's like one true way that you can push this.
Yeah.
Like, you, as much as we, you know, like to flirt with the idea of pushing it left, it just almost never happens.
Yeah, definitely. Pushing it on that left side, definitely one of the harder things to do, and you can only really do it when the whole opposing team is on that right side.
Yeah, and even then, it's one of those I guess paths to the goal that's just so easy to defend. So even if the team is kind of entirely pushed on that right side, it's pretty easy to just flop back to the left. It's not too difficult to do that, which is why you really need to get the picks in order to make that push work.
Definitely. And on the side of Sleeping Seals, we do know that we'll more than likely see a Slosher come out, and the Slosher going in for a flank on that left side might not be a bad idea either.
All right. So here we go. Game number 2. Rainmaker on Humpback Pump Track. The Sleeping Seals are leading 1-0. And let's take a look at these comps here. Tri-Sloshers coming out from either side. I'm a big fan here, but it of course makes sense given the curvature of this map.
Yeah, definitely. I'm surprised we don't see the Soda coming out from Sloshy on the side of Sleeping Seals this time around. But it definitely makes sense. Stingray on the side of Squid Killers with that C-Jet, but with that splash going down early and quick, this is a potential moment for Sleeping Seals to push up and try to take control of that right elbow to find a way to push.
So now it's going to go ahead and be the Sleeping Seals that get first pick of this Rainmaker 2 down on the side of the Squid Killers. Stingray going to be coming out to try to stop this, but Stingray going to be missing everything. It's going to take the Slosher to shut down this Rainmaker. A fantastic stop though, because that's pretty much right where you want to stop the Rainmaker before, you know, they finally get around that elbow. This elbow is such a crucial position to stop this Rainmaker, because if you can't stop them here, then they're going to full 9 yards and able to get major points on the board, which is what we might be seeing here, as we do see 2 down on either side. Mame. I'm gonna say Mame.
The Zach player on the side of Sleeping Seals, pushing it all the way up to 32. Here comes that Stingray, unable to do much, but Squid Killer's trying to come in here for a quick counter push. And they need to watch their backs as well, as Punch with that K-shot coming in, ends up going down to that Tri-Slosher, and that Squeezer does end up falling, going in behind as well, DRX.
Yeah, so, a fantastic set of bubbles there to get the double. But now it's, you know, it's interesting position that Rainmaker's in. I don't think that the Squid Kills are going to be able to really pick this up, given how far into the corner that is. They might just need to go ahead and let this reset. Because you need to kind of like turn your back to the opponent to pick up that Rainmaker. But they're going to go ahead and try this anyways. Flop's able to Floop's able to pick it up. Get a few more points on the board, but not exactly what they need at this stage.
Yeah, and they also went 2 down as well, so getting some points there, yeah, not bad points, but you're already in the disadvantage. So you lose 2 members, plus you lose the Rainmaker in good position for your opponents.
Yeah, so not exactly what they still want here, but they're continuing to just, I mean, get a couple picks here and there. I really feel like the Squid Killers are just on the verge of a huge push here, and it's just, you know, every time they get a couple picks, the Sleeping Seals are just really clutch with getting a couple picks to match it, right when they need it most, because it always seems like Squid Killers are the first ones to you know, get a couple of those picks. So it's just the Sleeping Seals playing phenomenal defense at this time.
Yeah, definitely. And Sleeping Seals is playing a bit patient as well. And until the Stingray comes out, the Slosher getting a good double right there. But Rainmaker getting rushed back, unable to move it anywhere outside of mid. Getting 3 down on the side of the Sleeping Seals, and Squid Killers has an opportunity here. They need to turn around that corner, pick off that Tri-Slosher, but with 2 down on your side compared to the 3 up on the opposing side, that's not going to happen anytime soon as they stop that Rainmaker and gets that delayed light.
Oh man, that jump into was not the most well timed. So that is gonna just continue to put the Squid Killers at a slight numbers disadvantage. So they're gonna, but it's gonna be Sleeping Seals that pick up this Rainmaker now. Miss is gonna be coming out, unable to get any picks there, but it is gonna be the K-Shot that is surprised there after using the missile, getting shut down. So now with 30 seconds to play, it's gonna be close here, but the Sleeping Seals can technically just wait this one out if they can, but they're gonna get rushed here. Unfortunately, the Splash not gonna be able to get any picks, but it seems like that's the goal here, just to try to wait it out as much as possible.
Yeah, but the Rainmaker does end up going down. They do have bubbles ready, though. They could just jump back and stay alive, use the bubbles when they're ready. And getting 2, make that 3 down on the side of Squid Killers. They're going to grab this Rainmaker, run it right back. Sleeping Seals taking a 2-0 lead.
Wow. So 2-0 in favor of the Seals. But I think it is worth noting that the Squid Killers, it's a rough couple games, but they've been within striking distance both times. That first game, they had the lead going into the final minute. And in this last game, I mean, they got within, I believe it was 18 points. So, with Rainmaker, that's not that big of a difference. So they are still within striking distance. And this match is not out of reach of them, so they just need to continue to maintain that mentality of, you know, we're not out of it. We're hanging in there. And it's really just going to take a couple more picks and people just staying alive for this next game to be flipped on its head and to get control. The Sleeping Seals just been phenomenal so far. They've only dropped 1 game all season. And there we go. That's why I wait there. Just need to make sure that these teams get their subs in. Ooh, okay, multiple subs.
Ooh, this is going to be spicy. Seeing 2 different people compared to that last game that we just watched on Rainmaker. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
And I think both of those people were on the side of Squid Killers as well, if I remember correctly.
That looks like it was both players on Squid Killers, which I thought they were running a 5-person roster. So I mean, there could have been a little bit of a miscommunication. Or maybe there is a mystery 6th player that is gonna come in here and just destroy the Sleeping Seals real quick.
I mean, there's only one way to find out, but on Splat Zone's Reef, holding that bridge control, definitely #1 priority.
Oh yes, absolutely. The bridge control is gonna be major. And I guess both teams do have slosher capable players. I have a feeling that those sloshers are gonna be kind of the ones to be doing that. Maybe the Neo Splash, I believe that's on the side of the Squid Killers, can definitely, you know, do a good job of trying to hold bridge, and then if you get that bomb rush, drop down to, you know, utilize that bomb rush to paint zone a little bit, or you could just kind of, you know, use it to hold bridge. So definitely those, I think, are a couple of those key players that will be around there. So, but bridge is definitely important. It just, you know, has complete oversight of the 2 zones. You really don't want to give that up, and it's really the main gateway to your opponent's side of the map.
Definitely, and with that splash holding top mid, or holding that bridge, you have your bomb rush to defend yourself. You have your bomb rush, which you can throw right below the bridge onto the zone, and you can basically lock out that area. The Jet Sculpture from the side of Squid Killers, I do definitely expect that to return, unless they can play something like heavy or Charger.
Yeah, no, I mean that definitely makes sense because like, we really haven't seen either of those so far, so it's like, I don't think that's gonna be something we see now. Um, so that's why I think it's really gonna be the sloshes that are key
Mhm.
players when it comes to holding those key positions. Um, but I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's really gonna be who can get some of those early picks. And from there, this is a map where you can lock out for a period of time. It's pretty difficult to have like a knock out that last 100 to 0, or a lockout that last 100 to 0. Um, it's just really difficult because it's so widespread the ways that you can get out of spawn. So at some point, somebody's going to leak through, even if you can get that lockout. So you just need to be sure that you're checking all corners.
Definitely. And a good place to set up for a lockout is your opponent's car for your Slayers. Lock down that left side. You have your other people watching that bridge, watching the back side, can easily clear out the street.
All right. So just got word that the last player's having a little bit of trouble trying to join the lobby, so they're gonna go ahead and restart the game real quick. Squid Killers and Sleeping Seals are in communication with each other, so I'm just as the one running the lobby and the stream, I'm just gonna be following their word. As this is a situation where they need to just talk it out between themselves. So I'm just gonna follow whatever that they say to me at this stage. But yeah, I guess in the meantime though, well, we could also talk a little bit about Squid Killers and Sleeping Seals in Low Ink. Sleeping Seals, they were last month's champions, right?
Yeah, they won December 2021. So very good job for them. And Squid Killers, they're not out of it. And if they can take a game off of Sleeping Seals and comfortably off of Sleeping Seals, they do have a potential chance in Low Ink as well.
Yeah, and I think we did see the Squid Killers on stream yesterday. I actually had the privilege of commentating their match, which was a phenomenal match between the Squid Killers and Ink Sync. That was just one of the best sets I think I've watched. Even though that set did go 3-0 in favor of of Ink Sync. The Squid Killers put up such a good fight in game 1 and game 3 there. Like both those games were just crazy back and forth. So we're gonna go ahead and actually reset the lobby here real quick. So pardon the interruption here because their player is having a very difficult time, and also ignore that I'm holding a GooTuber.
Oh, yes, GooTuber. Let's talk about GooTuber.
GooTuber, more like Gex worshipping omnipotent. I don't know what the heck their team name is.
Yeah. YouTuber best sniper. I agree.
Okay. Cool. So we have players of both teams in chat. So if you need to hear something that's going on that you're not entirely sure of, yeah, go ahead and drop on in here.
If you want to hear us rant about YouTuber.
I'm gonna leave now. Alright, best of luck, Sloshy. There we go. Alright, so now we got Zero in. Zero is a player for the Squid Killers.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they play a case shot, which I think they were in the Rainmaker game, in game 2.
Yes. I'm gonna say yes. No, I'm pretty sure. All right. Whoa, there we go. All right.
Whoa.
Now I just need to make sure because I know. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I think one of Rio and Window are spectating. So I'll give. So Rio just hopped out. There's Window. All right. I think we are ready to go now. So let's go ahead and start this up.
Let's get this.
And given that there's subs here, I'm gonna go ahead and just set Bravo as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Before anyone panic, before I make sure that no one's panicking, it's messaging me about teams. All right, I think we are good to go.
All right. Let's see what these people bring. I definitely like a soda slosher on the stage from Sloshy.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that would be a good pick. You know, just being able to get a little bit more reach. If your aim is, you know, on target, definitely the soda slosher can be a lot stronger here than the tri slosher. And I do say that as a tri slosher main. Definitely soda can be a real big menace here.
For sure. Don't remember what else we saw. I'm pretty sure we saw a squeezer come out from Sleeping Seals as well, if I remember correctly. Which that might not be a bad option either.
Yeah. I mean, Squeezer definitely actually would be a pretty good play. I mean, being able to get those bubbles on the zone, you might be able to actually use just one set of bubbles to pop and pop them to get to cap both zones. I mean, the zones here are just really small. Probably the smallest zones in the game. I think they're about the same size as Manta Maria's. But yeah. All right. Yep. Here we go with game number 3, though. The Sleeping Seals up 2-0. Let's take a look at what these teams are bringing out.
Yeah, here comes that soda squeezer from the Sleeping Seals, but switching over to Nautilus. Not a lot of paint on the side of Squid Killers, but they have the slugging power.
Yeah, and these team now going to be trying to get early control of this bridge. The armor already out for the Squid Killers, but it's not going to be any good as Punch able to get 2, able to get 3, and ending with a trade. So, but it's actually going to be the Squid Killers that end up getting first control of these zones.
Yeah, and Squid Killers, even though they got those zones quick, it's not over yet for Sleeping Seals, as they're already pushed up in Squid Killer Street right now. Matt is able to get 1, get 2, trying to look for 3, but ends up backing up, neutralizing those zones. Here comes those missiles with a few jumps for the Sleeping Seals, and having that zone right back, taking the lead right back into favor of Squid Killers. Sleeping Seals try and build up their specials and get control right back in.
But they're having a hard time doing so. They're finally able to get neutral on the zone. And this might finally flip in its favor after getting 2 down on the side of the Squid Killers. There it goes. So the Squid Killers with a little bit of a lead here, but the Sleeping Seals not with much penalty to overcome before getting more points themselves. And with 1 down on the side of Squid Killers, they should be able to get the lead here if they play their cards right.
Yeah, and getting the pick onto the Zap as well, definitely very good. Zap removes a lot of their paint. As I said earlier, Squid Killers doesn't have a lot of team paint for them. But Sloshy getting picked off by that Nautilus. And here comes those bubbles trying to get picked. Squeezer does end up going down. This is numbers advantage in favor of Squid Killers. That's going to be a delayed 3 down. 1 right on that zone going down as well. Delayed wipe in favor of Squid Killers, and they are going to try to push right back up into the spawn of Sleeping Seals.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic job there from the Squid Killers. with each game here, it seems like they're really starting to, figure out the Sleeping Seals team more and more. Ape doing a fantastic job of just getting the picks and trying to read the other team's position. Sorella gonna be jumping out there. Right on time, I think, as they were about to get cornered. They're going to bring it all the way down to 46 remaining, but Sleeping Seal is going to be able to get back control of the zone. Punch trying to make a bit of a gutsy move there that really just isn't going to work out, getting sandwiched between two people. But once again, as I was saying, I think last game, every time the Squid Killers manage to get a pick, it seems like one of their own goes down, which is why they haven't been able to take a big advantage of these picks that they're getting. They just don't hold a numbers advantage for too long. But I say that as Sleeping Seals do go 3 down, so now this might be something they can punish here, getting another pick, and now they have them staggered just a little bit. This is going to be the lead for the Squid Killers. And with all of them huddled right around Bridge, they're trying to just form a wall here to make sure that this zone goes untouched. 23 points remaining. 20 remaining now as the zone gets flipped to neutral, and finally the Sleeping Seals get that penalty slapped on and can breathe just a short sigh of relief there as they do get 3 down.
Yeah, and that's actually a delayed life as Sorella does come out of respawn for Squid Killers. But just all this pressure Sleeping Seals put on right away, even though that squeezer got picked early on there, still penalty points counting down, still zones in favor of the Sleeping Seals for the moment. You gotta watch out for that bomb rush though, as Sleeping Seals does have that double bomb rush going 3 down though to that Jet Squelcher, leaving that squeezer last one alive.
Yeah, I mean, they did a great job there. Once again, just getting the picks, and they're doing better each time. These picks are meaning so much more to the Squid Killers as they're taking big advantage of these numbers opportunities. So now they have a pretty decent-sized penalty on the side of the Sleeping Seals with 15 seconds to play. They only have 5 points of penalty left. No one's going to be able to knock out here, but the key thing is that they need to hold on to these zones. The zones are in their possession with 5 seconds to go. The Sleeping Seals need to force the zone flip, and they do get it! 2 down on the side of Squid Killers, 2 down on either side now. These zones are going back and forth, but can they hold on to them? I'm not sure if the Sleeping Seals will be able to flip the zones back in time, and no, they will not. The Squid Kill is going to be handing the Sleeping Seals their second loss of LUTI.
Wow, that was a close game. Squid Killers just getting better and better over time throughout the set. And Sleeping Seals, even though they had a very good start, they were starting to fall off a bit at the end. If they got that zone cap right there, but right before the overtime timer expired, it still would have been either team's game.
Man, I mean, just fantastic for both these teams. Every game so far has just been so close, and either team right now could be up 3-0. That's really what it is right now. Either team could be up 3-0. That's how close that these have been. Like, it could be 3-0 in one favor, 3-0 in the other favor, 2-1 in one way, 2-1 the other way. My goodness, just crazy how this match has gone so far.
For sure. But now, this stage, backline heavy. What do you want to see? Quad C-Jet?
For Clamless, I'm not sure if C-Jet itself is necessarily going to be to play, but definitely agree that we should be seeing a couple more backlines come out. Definitely some mid-range weapons as well. Squeezer for sure going to be coming out, if not from both sides. The C-Jet could be coming out. The Stingray definitely can be helpful in some instances. However, I feel like we might actually see Vanilla Jet more so than the C-Jet.
Yeah, that is definitely an option as well. So, Splatlings as well, Ballpoint, Movement, Mini, even Dually Squelchers are all good options here. Soda Slosher, more than likely as well. I want to see what happens here.
All right, so have everybody checking up rapidly. So here we go in game number 4, Clamblets on New Albacore Hotel, a map mode that you don't see quite too often in competitive, but when it does come out, it's usually a pretty good time. So let's go ahead and take a look at what these teams are running.
Yeah, we do see that VJet come back out with a lot of special charge. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that is one of those comps where you say everything is pain. Because there's already the first missiles in 15 seconds.
Oh boy, this is going to be a long road for these teams, as that is double missile on the side of Squid Killers with that vanilla slosher.
Oh man, yeah, the slosher not gonna be able to get as many missiles out as that VJet, because that VJet's gonna just be able to get a lot more paint on the ground plus that special charge up. So like honestly at this point that that jet is more of a missiles main. So we'll have to see how many missiles that they get out here. They still only have one missile, so maybe they're just you know, slowing it down now.
But the slosher on the side of Squid Killers make that the slosher and the gal going down for Squid Killers, and the Sleeping Seals able to get another, trying to come back here in mid. They need to build up the clams, and there is a lot of positions to hold on this stage that it's going to be a bit harder for Sleeping Seals to do so with their more lack of range. But they can definitely still hold a lot of area, as we do see a trade there. 52 holding as well. All 3 members of Squid Killers on this ramp right here, as we see.
Yeah, I mean, 3 minutes in, nobody scored, but that's sort of typical on this map. It's a very just slow map. It realistically could take 4 minutes for someone to score, but with 3 down on the side of the Squid Killers, of course somebody's gonna have to score now and do the opposite of what I just said. So it is gonna be the Sleeping Seals that take advantage of this numbers opportunity to just pile in the clams. They have so many clams in their pocket right now, and they're searching for more clams. They are out of clams finally. And they do have 8 more, but I don't know if they're going to get to the basket in time. But no, they're actually going to be handing them off to their teammate. A fantastic heads-up play there to just keep that basket open, but I think this push is finally going to be over.
Yeah, Squid Killers, or not Squid Killers, but Sleeping Seals, before that push started, had almost 30 clams, which is absolutely insane to make a starting push.
Yeah, and they brought that score all the way down to 20 remaining, which, I mean, you could have made 3 power clams, but that would have just left you at 40 remaining, but they decided to just use 1 power clam, and from there just pile in the rest of the small clams. They totally could. And that's, you know, what they did to maximize the number of points that they got.
Yeah, definitely, and with 2 down going on the side of Squid Killers, making that a delayed triple. That's going to be only the Jet Squelcher from Spawn getting picked off as well. Sleeping Seals putting so much pressure onto Squid Killers right now.
Yeah, and the Sleeping Seals are, yeah, do have a lot of pressure here. They are going to score another power clam, and there's another power clam on the way. Can they get it in, though? Yes, they will. They have completely erased their penalty, but they are 2 down. So this push might just be over, but a fantastic score there from the Sleeping Seals to, you know, get that penalty erased, because now they just need 2 power clams to knock out in the last minute. But not that they need to push, they really just need to play defense and just keep getting picks. Any trades at this point are going to work out in their favor. So now they can kind of just kick back a little bit for these last 40 seconds. Just, you know, be aware, but don't need to make any crazy plays.
Definitely, especially with bubbles on the line too. And in the first place, you're out slaying the Squid Killers as well. So just be comfy, be ready to go, and on your toes like that squeezer, getting a good pick onto the opposing Slosher. Even though they did go down, that is a trade and still favorable for them with this huge lead.
Yeah, and 13 clams in their possession here. Oh, the Booyah Bomb was gonna try to come out there. Oh, that could have been huge, but unfortunately, it is 2v2, and the Squid Kills are gonna have to rush this just a little bit. But that Power Clam holder does go down. They're gonna try to pick it up, but they are not in any position to push right now. This game is most definitely over. It's just a matter of when this overtime will just shut them down. 3 down on the side of Squid Killers, and the Sleeping Seal is going to be taking a 3-1 lead.
It isn't over yet, though. Those are 3 rough stages that we just ran by. So let's see what happens here coming up on Tower Control Mako Mart.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, that, like I said, that's not a map mode that you see a whole lot. So it's not one that you typically practice unless you know for sure it's going to be in a set that's coming up. And that one is really just who's really more comfortable with it, who can utilize those mid-range weapons effectively. And Sleeping Seals, their whole comp was very much mid-range, designed to just barely outpoke any shorter range weapons. And they just utilized that so effectively. They maintained their position, knew exactly where they needed to be from their opponents to get those picks. So let's see, go ahead and make sure that there are no subs. There are no subs at this time, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into Game 4, which we did say was Tower Control on Mako Mart.
Yeah, this is very interesting of a map mode combination, at least for me, but definitely Slosher Heaven right here.
Well, I mean, with Mako Mart, it's, everybody's favorite / least favorite map in the sense that no matter what your main is, it's gonna work on Mako Mart. It just is. It's such a well balanced map. Nothing is bad, and nothing is too overpowered either. But at the same time, that also means that whatever you're facing up against is going to thrive as well. If you particularly hate facing a roller's going to be fine here. So good luck. Not that I think that we'll be seeing a roller here, but the point being that anything goes.
Yeah. Definitely anything can happen here. And we could see Soda, we could see Try, we could see basically any weapon on the board of like 163 or whatever. I think it's closer to like 72, but point still stands. Anything can work.
All right, so here we go. Game number 5. The Sleeping Seals are up 3-1. Can the Squid Killers bring this back with that V-Jet? And the V-Jet could go ahead and be sticking around. The Knot also. And ends up in Vanilla Try coming down from both sides, actually. And ends up coming down on both sides. So a little bit of a mirror match here that we are seeing. The Squeezer also going to be sticking around for the Sleeping Seals.
Yeah, and with these combos being pretty neutral, almost anything can happen. Which team is coordinated better? That's what this set for this game in general will come down to.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna. This is gonna be a game of runs. I could already call it now. It's gonna be one team's gonna get a decent push, the other team's gonna respond with a push of their own. And it's just going to kind of go back and forth. I really feel like these teams are going to be exchanging leads, trying to inch this tower forward. And that's going to now be 2 down on the side of Squid Killers as they are starting to move this tower forward. The bubble's going to be coming out from the Squeezer here. they do have one more bubble, able to get that one off and pop it. So now it's going to be 3-3-3 situation as both these teams just continuing to be very scrappy. Neither team getting a very strong numbers advantage. We have, seeing about a 2-man advantage on either side at a time. But neither team able to convert this into a really strong push yet.
Yeah, they pushed it maybe like 17 points so far for Squid Killers at least, holding that lead. But still, here comes that bomb rush getting back into mid. But with that try going down, here comes more armor and all this pressure with specials allowing the Sleeping Seals to push right back into mid almost freely.
Yeah, Sleeping Seals do have a slight numbers disadvantage, but they're going to go ahead and try to inch this tower forward anyways. So that is going to stop the push, though, with that Neo Splash going down. But they still have 2 specials online that they could try to counter push with. It looks like the armor coming out now for them to just drop into mid. But the Squid Killer is going to be smartly backing up here, trying to utilize just a little bit of range here between the Jet and the Knot to just make it difficult for this for the Squid Killers to, utilize this armor effectively. And the Squid Killers, fantastic job responding to that armor push. Now they continue to hold a numbers advantage as they work through this first checkpoint. I don't know. Because the Inkjet, I guess, wait, what? Yeah.
The Inkjet, I'm pretty sure, was on the wall of the tower and not actually on the tower itself.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, that Inkjet looks like it is on the tower. They should have been through that first checkpoint ages ago.
Definitely, but they do get through that first checkpoint and almost breaking through that second checkpoint. If they can touch it, they can get it easily, but no, Sleeping Seals is there, able to reset that checkpoint. Gotta move back into mid if you're Sleeping Seals, but getting a very good pick on the end tap, but you lose 2 of your own members in return. Not a good start for Sleeping Seals here.
Yeah, definitely a bit unfortunate there, but a nice pick on the Inkjet. That's going to be huge as they lose that special and a lot of pressure. And now it is only the Sleeping Seals that have any specials online. The armor now, the bomb rush going to be coming out. Just spraying those bombs everywhere. This is going to be a great chance for them to get through this first checkpoint with 1 pick there on that Tri-Slosher. This first checkpoint will fall, and now it is going to be up to the Squid Killers. I'm not really sure where, what the plan is here for them, because it seems like they are a little bit further back than they should be. That armor going to be utilized to try to stop this push. As now it's going to be Punch that hops on this tower, but that's going to be 3 down. They aren't going to be able to get through this second checkpoint. That is also now a delayed wipe. So great stop from the Squid Killers there. I was kind of getting a little bit concerned. I was like, where are they trying to stop this? But, patience is key, and they popped out at the right time to stop that from going any further.
Yeah, and Squid Killers having all specials ready. Here comes missiles. Armor can come out any second. Inkjet can come out any second. They just gotta play defense right now and try not to let the Sleeping Seals even have a chance to make a push. 3 up on each side. Sloshy trying to go for another pick. Is able to get a clean double right there. And holding this pressure, 1, it jumps out. Here comes that bomb rush from the Sleeping Seals. This is 1 push living right now, but going 2 down on the side of Sleeping Seals. Bomb fan can come out. Squid Killer step on that tower. This is going to be very close. 2-3 in favor of Sleeping Seals.
My goodness, fantastic play once again between both of these teams, as now the Squid Killers are tightening up the score within 1 point now. Sleeping Seals still lead 3-2, but the Squid Killers are hot on their trail.
Yeah, it isn't over yet. Heading into game 6 now. Squid Killers have the advantage because they've been in these long sets before. So let's see what happens here on Manta Maria Splat Zones.
Yeah, and you bring up a fantastic point there that the Squid Killers they're experienced going to game 7 and beyond. The Sleeping Seals are not. And that's good for the Squid Killers. The Sleeping Seals, I mean, on paper, should be the better team. But this is a game of momentum. And the Squid Killers, if they can just continue to kind of push the Sleeping Seals buttons a little bit, they can go ahead and just ride this out. Keep it within a 1 score within these next few games, and suddenly now you're basically trying to force the Sleeping Seals to play a much longer set than what they're used to, and you have three or four sets from this season where you've gone to a game 9. I don't know if any other team can really say that in all of LUTI. And they're gonna have to utilize that to their advantage. So just keeping this close. You don't need the lead until you get to game 9. That is when you want to get the set lead.
Definitely. And showing by LUTI, Squid Killers has the endurance. We don't know if Sleeping Seals has the endurance to push it all the way because they haven't even made it this far into a set yet.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is game 6, so Sleeping Seals, this is still familiar territory for them. Because they have won 5-1 in 2 different sets this season. But once we get beyond Splat Zone's Mana Maria here, it's going to be a whole new territory for them.
Definitely, and here comes that V/double missile on both sides, actually, with K-Shot on each side, Slosher on each side, but try Slosher for Squid Killers.
Yeah, mostly familiar comp for both of these teams. K-Shots, I think, are the new introduction here for both. So now this zone is going to be going a little bit of back and forth early on, but it is going to be the Squid Killers that get the pick on the Slosher and are able to now cap these zones. And now it's going to be Zier that's going to be moving up into the bunker here, just sharking a little bit. Keep an eye on that squeezer. A nice pick there. Great patience from Zier. And they're going to be able to hold on to these zones just a little bit longer, but these missiles definitely going to be trying to neutralize them. And with 1 down on the side of Squid Killers, make it 2 down. This is now an opportunity for the Sleeping Seals to flip the zones back in their favor and start earning some points.
Yeah, and getting an effective White Bat Soup members that jump out there for Squid Killers. Sleeping Seals need to get set up and quick. They do have missiles ready as they come out now, but might be a bit early. They have no other special to work around as the other Slosher goes down. 2 down on the side of Sleeping Seals. Punch with his K-Shot, getting triple teamed right there, going down as well, leaving the zap for Sleeping Seals. Last one alive, forced to back up.
Oh man, I said that last game was going to be a game of runs. This is going to be a game of runs. Both teams just getting 2-3 down at a time on the other side and able to get lead of the zones before it ultimately flips back in the other team's favor. A little bit of neutral there, but with 2 down on the side of the Sleeping Seals, the Squid Killers going to be able to hold on just a little bit longer as they do get a nice pick on that squeezer, and that's a fantastic trade. That trade 100% works out in the favor of the Squid Killers, as that was a key player for the Sleeping Seals to get back into these zones. And now Sorella going to be bringing out the missiles. Everyone on the, that left side for the Sleeping Seals as they're trying to break back into these zones, and that's going to finally be 3 down. So this is going to be a chance for the Sleeping Seals to flip the zone. There it is, a 58-point penalty on the Squid Killers. So a fantastic job there from the Squid Killers to just, come in at the right moment, because that could have gotten really ugly really quickly if just one more thing went wrong there.
Definitely, and at this point, any trade right now is in favor of Squid Killers. They've been winning their 1v1s for the most part so far this game. So, any trade right now is in their favor. Neutral on the zone. Squid Killers trying to push right back in as they do get 3 members on Sleeping Seals, forcing the Zap to jump out. Effective wipe once again. But Squid Killers is right in the position where they want to be. They are ready to lock things out here.
Yeah, do you see how far this Nautilus is pushed up? My goodness! And that's they're gonna get a nice pick there, but unfortunately, not gonna be able to stay alive much longer. So this zone should flip back in favor of the Sleeping Seals. They're gonna take a little bit of time there, struggling to paint over the zone, but finally able to get control now. They're going to just hang out in mid a little bit. They're not going to be pressing up as much. They, didn't get too many down, so they still need to be a little bit cautious of the Squid Killers hanging out in street and bunker. So they're going to have to play this a little bit strategically, but now with the armor, going to be a little bit more aggressive here. Not able to get any picks, though, and that's going to be 2 down on the side. That's a wipe, actually! A wipe on the side of the Sleeping Seals. So now it's going to be the Squid Killers that are once again pushing up hard. And they're going to try to lock out one more time in this closing minute. See if they can secure the knockout here. It seems like there's a couple players going to be hanging out on that left side. Zero with just constant patience. This is the textbook definition of being a patient player. And Zero just waiting for the moment where somebody just falls right into their lap and they get an easy pick.
Yeah, and 3v3 on both sides. Here comes the missiles for the Squid Killers, but Sleeping Seals need to get these zones. There's only 15 seconds left on the clock, and not much time left in the set. So the Zap trying to push into the other zone, try and go for the cap. They do end up getting the cap and the pick on the Nautilus. If they can pick off the Spellcher, which they do, this is going to be huge for them as they need to now find that Tri-Stalker and K-Shot, but the Zap goes down to a bomb. That is going to be very crucial.
Oh man, these zones are neutral right now. They need to hold on to these zones, but I'm not sure if they have the paint to do it right now. And with 2 down, this game might just be done, and it is. The Squid Killers going to be able to take another game off of the Sleeping Seals.
Jeez, so we're now tied up, DRF.
Oh my goodness. I've always wanted to commentate a whole 9-game series. I did get the opportunity to do that once, but that was like 2 years ago. I would love to see this go to a game 9. I'm sure both of these teams do not want to see this go to a game 9. But here in the booth, I'm all for as much action as possible.
Yeah, if you're Sleeping Seals, you definitely don't want a game 9. You don't want to go the distance. And same for Squid Killers. The Squid Killers is more comfortable in game 9 situations where Sleeping Seals are not. Sleeping Seals, I don't think, have gone past 6 games.
Yeah, they haven't. This is unmarked territory for the Sleeping Seals. They have never seen a Game 7. We're here in Game 7, Rainmaker Starfish main stage. So this is going to be an interesting situation for them to now navigate, as they just need to continue to maintain, what's been working for them. They really just can't be like frazzled here at all because, they're so used to winning in 6 games. I mean, similar thing could be said for yourself and me. Words. The same thing could be said for both you and myself with Triggerfish Zone Supremacy. First 4 weeks we won all of our matches in 6 or 7 games, or between 5 and 7 games. And I think undoubtedly when Persistence ended up taking us to game 8, we were like, oh shoot. And I think it definitely kind of messed with us a little bit to kind of be pushed a little bit more than what we were used to. And ultimately Persistence got the better of us. And that's exactly the position that the Sleeping Seals are in now, except, hopefully they don't end up in the exact position that we ended up in, where, it just caught us off guard and we ended up losing it.
Yeah, hopefully not, but Sleeping Seals are here in Grand Finals for a reason. It's time for them to show us what they truly have.
All right. Here we go, a huge Game 7 for both of these teams. Winner will be 1 game away from winning the grand finals of Division 7. Take a look at what these teams are running.
Once again, pretty similar. Slosher Zap on each side. And Nautilus Jet Sculpture compared to K-Shot Squeezer, pretty similar to say the least.
And I think, what was it, hold on, I need to just see that again real quick. Yeah, okay, Sleeping Seals are running pure LDE throughout the whole team.
I mean, it is Rainmaker and Squid Killers have been putting so much pressure onto these Sleeping Seals roster. So going 2 down there for the Seals, the Zap forced to back up, trying to not get ultrally chased right now, but Zer stuck in this corner, trying not to die. 2 down on the side of Squid Killers, so this is the time for Sleeping Seals to make a push. Sloshy does end up going down, but the Rainmaker has a 1 member. That's 3 down on the side of Sleeping Seals, leaving K-Shot last one up, forced to back up as the whole team of Squid Killers rushes them down.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic first push there. 34 points remaining is, you know, nothing to scoff at there. They did a fantastic job. Obviously, you know, Rainmaker Starfish is one of those maps where it's very typical to see both teams get within 20 remaining. So I do anticipate that the Sleeping Seals will be able to build on top of that. It's just a matter of when they'll get that next opportunity to do so, because it's going to be the Squid Killers now that are picking up the Rainmaker and putting points on the board.
Yeah, and it's also pretty easy to put points once you clear out an upper section like that upper right section that they're trying to clear out right now with that Rainmaker, as they push it down through the choke area. And going 2 down though, Sorella is able to get 1, but that's going to be a full wipe on the side of the Squid Killers. Sleeping Seals have a chance to build up a lot of ping control, a lot of specials. Here comes an early burst rush as they look for an early pick.
Yeah, respectable pushes from both sides, but I do think both teams have a little bit more in the bag that they can bring out here to, you know, push those scores a little bit. Oh, Punch gonna back up right into a missile, unfortunately. You hate to see it, walking into your teammates' missiles like that. And that Rainmaker is going to be shut down, and that's in a really bad spot for the Sleeping Seals. You do not want to go down with the Rainmaker on your half of the map. However, the Squid Kill's a little bit slow to push up here, so this Rainmaker might actually reset unless Sorella jumps in at the last moment and picks it up, which they will. So a grab there just to keep the position of the Rainmaker. Wouldn't have been a huge loss if they let that go, but they want to keep this pressure up a little bit and say, hey, you know, you left your Rainmaker on your half of the map. We're going to go ahead and pick it up and try to push this forward. Even if it's not going to result in, you know, super meaningful points, just knowing that you guys, just making sure that you guys are aware that you messed up is going to be huge. But Sorella going to be making the same mistake, though, backing up into their own half of the zone and getting surprised by Punch, while the rest of their teammates do go down. So now it's going to be the Sleeping Seals that are going to try to flip this back on its head and do the exact same thing that the Squid Killers would try to do, but maybe they're going to be able to get a nice pick with the Rainmaker. This is going to be a scoring opportunity now for the Sleeping Seals as the Rainmaker gets another pick. More points on the board. They're up the ramp. Can they get the knockout? No, it's going to be 4 points remaining for the Sleeping Seals. Wow.
But this push isn't over. It's only the Slosher up on the side of Squid Killers, and they get that wipe. They're pushing it even further. That is going to be a knockout for Sleeping Seals.
Oh my goodness. Huge push there from the Sleeping Seals. They were in a very troublesome position there, but they held their ground and forced the Squid Killers into the exact same mistake that they made. That was just phenomenal job by the Sleeping Seals. And they are 1 point away from taking this set.
If you're Squid Killers now, this is a must-win situation, and you have to win 2 in a row as well. And Claimless Inkball Art Academy could definitely be in their favor because they do have a little bit more of a passive comp.
Yeah, I definitely think Squid Killers will be able to put up a, little bit of a better fight here than they did in Albacore. The goals are just really close to the center of the map. You'll be able to play a little bit slow. You don't need to be as aggressive. You can definitely take your time here a little bit, but we did see in that last Clan Blitz game just how dominant the Sleeping Seals were. So this one's a little bit hard to call at this time. This really could go either way. Both teams have, I think, something going for them entering this game 8. It's just going to be a matter of which team is going to prevail here. Is it going to be the marathon runners, that is the Squid Killers, or is it going to be, the Sleeping Seals who dominated that last Clan Blitz game and have dominated this entire, the entire Division 7. And at this stage, they just need to put this one away. I mean, they're coming off a huge momentum swing in that Rainmaker game. So they have that going in their favor. So, I mean, both teams, have something going for them. It's just going to be who wins out.
Definitely. And these are must-win for both teams here. Sleeping Seals right now has the momentum from that Rainmaker game, especially with the whole team up in the opponent's spawn. But Squid Killers are in familiar territory.
All right, so we have a member of the Squid Killers in chat, and they said that this is how they've won all their playoff matches, down 3-4. Wait, yeah, 3-4, on the verge of losing, but they came back and won. That's how both of their playoff sets have gone so far. This is the exact situation.
Yeah, and it's that endurance and stamina that Sleeping Seals needs to hold on to. As it is down to the wire, they need to hold the endurance and stamina, and from that last game, we don't know if they use it all there at the end, or if they're going to continue momentum through. Squid Killers definitely have familiar territory, though, as you've been saying all set.
Yes. And I wholly anticipate that going to be coming out here. But looking at these comps, we have a Soda and NZAP mirror match going on. So that's going to be pretty fun here. You typically don't see a mirror match of Soda Sloshers. So going to be pretty interesting to see how this one shakes out. Squid Kill is going to get a few early picks here, but, it's nice to get these early picks in Clan Blitz, but with, not a whole lot of clans on the map at the start of the game, it's kind of, it's nice to be able to get control of mid, but you kind of start to get eager, like, oh man, we had the numbers, we could push this, but there's just no clams.
Yeah, and all the time, too. So it's more like, alright, for the first minute, let's play it like it's flat zones, and then let's get another white and try to push in from there. So it's definitely very mentally challenging, especially early on in Clan Blitz.
Yeah, and that jump back going to be sacrificing those 6 clans there. It is going to be Sleeping Seals who do get the first power clam over a minute into this game. Both teams being very just passive here. Those Soda's going to be trading, it seems, on that left-hand side. Neither team really wants to be the one to make the first move, make the first mistake. But you need to be a little bit aggressive here, and I think the Squid Kills are starting to notice that how passive the Sleeping Seals are, and want to try to, start moving up a little bit. Say, like, you guys just can't hide forever. We're here. We're ready to push. And both teams go for a score! But it ends up being the Sleeping Seals who get it in the basket first.
Oh my goodness!
I wish I had the overhead on that one. That one was my bad, but both teams tried to get the score there, and it ended up being the Sleeping Seals that get it in first. The Squid Killers unfortunately lost that power clam. Not going to be able to do much else about it, as they do go 2 down again. It's going to be now a 2v2 situation. With Momega going to be trying to move up, though, but gets shut down by Sorella. Jumps coming in now to try to defend. fantastic stop there from the Squid Killers to, prevent that numbers disadvantage from letting the Sleeping Seals score once more. A nice pick on that Soda Slosher as well. A lot of clams in the pockets of the Squid Killers, but can they get someone to that basket? Right now, I would love to see that burst bomber trying to get a pick there, but unable to do so. And that's going to be 2 down on the side of Squid Killers. I would have loved to see somebody maybe try to flank a little bit behind the basket to set up a jump, because that would have been the perfect situation to do it. But now it's going to be the Sleeping Seals, who have quite a few clams in their pockets to score with. The Bubbles coming out to try to get a pick, but unfortunately going to go down themselves. And I'm not sure if the Squid Killers, Sleeping Seals, are going to be able to get any more points here. Does not seem like they will, but 58 points remaining is a decent spot to be in at this point.
Yeah, definitely. That is not a bad push. Over 2 power clams for points. Very, very good start for Squid Killers. Or Sleeping Seals, my bad, so far. But again, very neutral. Still anyone's game. 20 clams plus in favor of Sleeping Seals. Here comes more points on the board, as that is 3 down on the side of Squid Killers. This is a rush right now for Squid Killers as they try to not let any more clams in the basket. 4 clams spawn right under the basket.
This could be it. They only need 2 more clams, but the last member is not able to get to the basket. You know how bad they want to be able to make this push and this hero play to win the whole tournament for this team, but they are going to be smart about it and just wait it out. So the Squid Killers, with 1 minute to play, need to make the comeback of the century here. Need to get at least 95 points in the basket. They do get 1 pick there. That is a start for them. They do have 2 specials online as well. And with 2 down, this could be an opportunity for them to push. It seems like they're going to go ahead and make that move now.
Yeah, but the Slosher from mid is there ready to go. That's going to be a full wipe on the side of Squid Killers. And Sloshy right in mid, trying to get a pick on the Soda out of spawn, which they do. Bomb rush on the ready. Here it comes. They just need to stop Squid Killers from scoring at this point. About 20 seconds of overtime to come. And with this Jet Sculpture holding this power clam, there isn't much time. Almost need to hold forward here. Having those missiles ready. Going in for the poison. They are able to get the power clam in, but do they have any follow-up? They get another power clam in. 3 down only, leaving the Nautilus last one alive.
No, but
it's not in the best position. They get picked off. And Sleeping Seals will be your winners of LUTI Division 7.
Oh my goodness. What a set between these 2 teams. The Squid Killers were in a position there to actually make a push, but ultimately it was just too little, too late. It was too big of a lead to overcome there. But the fact that they managed to get in there and put themselves in a position to actually come back is huge. And I am just really, really impressed with these 2 teams. I mean, wow. The Sleeping Seals ultimately prevailing here 5-3. But the Squid Killers put up one hell of a fight.
Yeah. And these teams are just amazing teams. Like, how they play, the communication, all around good teamwork from both these teams here. I'm excited to see them move forward and get better over time.
Oh yeah, same. I mean, they put on a show for us. Like, honestly, I need to give them a round of applause. I am just so impressed with both of them. The Sleeping Seals just have been constantly improving. In recent memory, being lowing champions and now Division 7 champions. It's only up from here for the Sleeping Seals. But Squid Killers as well. They literally are the marathon champions. I feel like that is a title that they should very proudly own, being the runner-up in Division 7. But they are the marathon champions. Nobody has had to fight harder in this league than the Squid Killers, going time and time again going to game 9. I mean, game 9 in quarterfinals, game 9 in the semifinals, game 8 here in grand finals, and then in the group stage as well, going to a game 9. I believe it was 2 times. Against No Name Brand, unfortunately, ended up losing there, but winning in a game 9 against Broken Controller Gaming, which I know is a team that you work with a lot, Vapor.
Yeah.
But I mean, Squid Killers, be proud. Be proud to be the marathon champions, because nobody has had to fight like you guys have, and that is something you really need to pat yourself on the back for.
Definitely, for sure. But with that, mind if I list off some low ink results so far? As that is probably something you, the viewers, are probably interested in.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll go to raid them after this as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Looking here, a few good upsets here early on. Access Denied getting a 2-1 victory over Lois in round 1
Ooh, okay.
of Alpha Bracket. Access Denied getting a 3-0 sweep over Snowfall in winners semis. And Access Denied currently in a 1-1 set against Shiver Me Feeders, who got a 3-1 victory over Inked D in semis.
Inked, yes.
Yep.
Man.
And right now for Lois, they are in losers semis, so they are on a run right now in losers bracket after losing round 1 of Alpha Bracket.
Wow. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it here for us. So instead of talking about Low Ink, let's go ahead and send you guys over to Low Ink's stream. But real quick, Vapor, thank you so much for joining me today. Go ahead and plug yourself real quick.
You guys can find me over at Twitter at V4P0R_SPL. Find me on Twitch under the same username. DRF, plug yourself as well, even though it's your channel.
I mean, yeah, this was my stream, so but no, I do want to thank both the Squid Killers and the Sleeping Seals for allowing me to stream and commentate their match. This was so much fun, and I'm super grateful that they let me spectate. And thank you, Vapor, for coming on as well. But if you guys aren't already following, please consider doing so. It'd be greatly appreciated. But go ahead and also find me on Twitter at DRF_Splatoon. Thank you all so much for a wonderful 8-game set. Congratulations to the Sleeping Seals for being the Division 7 LUTI champions. This has been DRF and Vapor. We're going to go ahead and send you all over to IPL now to watch the epic conclusion of Low Ink January 2022. Thank you all so much, and we will see you next time.